Hello everybody, welcome to the Void Cafe. My name is Idfk. War is not hell. In war, the innocent suffer. In hell, the sinners suffer. Don't know why I said that. Anyway, we have like two things to talk about.
This is a way to start it off, kind of.
Yeah. Anyway.
Welcome to the Void Cafe. We talk about random shit that we think about. Cool.
Cafe.
Idfk. I'm here with Nez and Cherry. Definitely a full house. Yeah.
Yeah, we're a full house.
Hey, 3 people is perfectly fine.
Yeah, it's having a podcast.
Oh, yeah. As long as they have things to talk about, though.
Which we do.
I told you guys we gotta populate scripts and dips. Like, I've said this on multiple occasions. The last thing is like, what, December?
Oh yeah, by the way, background game that I'm using, because I still keep on forgetting to ask to figure out OBS and, like, you know, get the old stuff going again.
Yeah.
Is HOI4. Yeah.
That was the last message in scripts and dips that we could have used. From December 17th.
Yeah, and we never even used it at all.
Well, yeah, we never even used it. Okay.
It's a bad thing.
We need to end up actually using that.
Well, in any case, it's something that we could probably start off with. Something kind of neat happened at my school, which is that they're reopening back up the cafeteria on its normal level. I mean in the sense that before COVID decided to give us a backhand, the cafeteria, when lunchtime hit, everyone went to the cafeteria, of course, and it was the cafeteria. Obviously, people were crowded, and not only could you eat in the cafeteria, but you could also eat on other spots outside of the school too. And I thought that was pretty neat. But of course, then in came the nice little virus that we all know / hate, and that stopped. And they're just now going to start reinstating that at the beginning of next week. So I'm gonna have to start packing my lunches again because I'm on the other side of the building, and I don't think I'm gonna get there in time.
Cool.
But yeah.
How's your day, Nez? I should probably ask, how's your day, Cherry? First off, how's your day, Cherry?
Yeah, start with Cherry.
My day has been a little bit of a kerfuffle.
Kerfuffle? What are you, British?
Kerfuffle. No, I'm
just
just
a piece of ham. But I mean in the sense that I am kind of sick.
I goddamn. Anyway, Nez, how's your day?
Kind of slow, but I'm gonna sound like I have a lot of energy this podcast for once.
Then my day. No one asked how my day was. I feel very left out.
Alright, how was your day?
I'm sorry. Anyway, my day, it's been alright. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's been pretty alright. We had our wellness day today, aka in school, aka we did like cool shit. It was also our only half day ever.
Oh, nice. Half days are fun.
They really are.
Yeah. When you get them. Anyway, I did push-ups yesterday, and I'm really fucking out of shape, and my body hurts.
Well, hey, you're doing push-ups.
I should probably do... They're the ones where you put your knees on the ground, though. Because I'm not good at other ones. I might do another 30 before I go to sleep.
Yeah. I remember that they used to call those, like, what, girl push-ups when I was younger?
Yeah.
But now it
was like...
Sprinkling a little bit of sexism there.
Yeah.
Burpee.
Yeah, like...
I've heard that burpees were worse, though.
Burpees are... Well, what, in sexist, or...?
No, not sexist.
Okay.
I'm talking about exercise!
Yes,
Well, yeah, because they obviously are difficult. They're jumping jack after a push-up.
Yeah, it's
well,
it's
not
a push-up
necessarily
followed
a
up by a jumping jack.
No, not really a push-up. The ones I did, at least from what I remember, a burpee was. It was like you get down like the position of a push-up, then you just like
Right.
then you like pull your legs forward, then you put them back into position, then you like you push up position, pull your legs forward, then you jump up, then you go back down. You have to do that a lot. It puts a lot of fucking stress on your body. And you have to jump up too.
Right.
After fucking with your legs.
You know, for me, it was you get into push-up position, you go down and up once, then on your up, you come up to a full start, and then you jump up, do a quick jumping jack, go back down to push-up position, rinse and repeat.
That sounds awful.
That's what burpees are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like planking.
Don't mention that cursed thing in front. Actually, planking isn't that bad. Planking.
Yeah. Planking in the exercise isn't bad. Planking in the shitty social media trend, where that one guy fell off and
Fucking died.
Yeah, many people fell.
Well, yeah, because they were trying to find. The reason is that people were always trying to one-up each other in the most absurd ways possible. Where's the most dangerous spot I can do this stupid little thing on and still come out fine? And it got a little bit out of hand.
Right, because how do you level up someone who fucking does a thing, who does a plank on top of on a McDonald's sign? Well, I'll tell you what, we're gonna plank off the side of the balcony. Some dude fell off and fractured and like fucking burst his spleen.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Started out silly, ended up as a massacre. That's generally how social media goes nowadays.
Yep. Tide Pods, planking.
Oh yeah, then the older generations were like, those gingers eating the fucking Tide Pods.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, I don't eat one. I eat them like fucking popcorn.
Go crash the housing market again. Like, let us be stupid. You guys go crash the housing market again.
Again.
And that reminds me back in 8th grade, in English class. Oh my god, that sounds so weird to say. But anyway.
English.
No, anyway.
Language arts. I still refer to it as language arts.
I don't know what the teacher was doing, but for the most part, all we did was passages and whatnot. And one of the passages that we got was about how the whole thing with people doing absurd things for 15 minutes of fame. And one of the examples that was given was a guy who decided to, I don't know what exactly his goal was, but he ended up falling down a waterfall. So that was something that they showed, and I felt a little bit of passive aggression from the teacher, which is, I don't know, but it was kind of like this weird way of the teacher saying, "Hey, you guys are fucking idiots," you know, your whole generation is one big stupid thing. Yeah. And it was just like, okay, buddy, okay, that's fair.
It's a little sussy of him. I will never say those words ever again. I deserve execution. Firing
I was about to say that Among Us didn't come out at that time, but Among Us was probably out by then.
Was it 2018?
Yeah, 2018.
So probably, yeah. Such a
it was out, but it wasn't as popular as it is nowadays.
Such a sussy.
Definitely wasn't as popular.
Weren't as sussy.
Kill us. Murder. Murder.
No.
Why is Cherry so good at this? I think it's just the voice.
That was actually mild.
That's mild. Cherry actually has the voice to kind of shitpost this shit.
He does.
Dude. I know someone who could do the exact same thing. I remember them telling me a story. A friend of theirs fucking hated them for the specific reason why they made them like, I guess, at least kind of made them gay due to their voice. My friend was
no telling what could happen with my body. I could go gay.
Yeah, and no, this dude fucking despised my friend because his voice made him just. Well, I guess in like the full thing was like femboys as he put it, but it's just made him gay, I guess. I wouldn't be surprised if some
or slash suddenly gay.
yeah, me when I heard Cherry's voice. Sauce. I know.
I'm gonna slap you.
What? What happened? It was a joke. I'm really straight. Trust me.
I know it was a jest. I know it was a jest. I was just only jesting back at you.
I'm definitely straight.
Definitely, 100%.
100%. This is just whispering to himself.
I know. I'm trying to whisper. I don't know why. I'm just talking to myself. Why the fuck does it make my echo? I just blame it on.
The voices are getting to him.
The voices are getting louder. No, it's just shitty headset microphone being a shitty headset microphone.
He said shit.
Oh my god, get this man canceled on Twitter. He said a no word.
God damn it, not again.
Wait, hold on. Again? Again? Hold up. Hold up. Ring, ding, 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 ding.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson eyebrow look.
Eyebrow raise. Eyebrow raise. Boom.
Vine boom. Vine was something. Vine was, I don't know what Vine, it's hard to describe what Vine was, but most of the
version of TikTok, that's it.
Yeah, Vine was definitely a lot better than TikTok.
But here's it would have if it's actually like had ads, like proper advertisement on it. But with everything else though, if it stayed around for long enough, it would have become TikTok. But I think it would be more respected than TikTok, just because of the fact that it would be around for a lot longer.
Yeah, right. There were a lot of really good Vines out there, at least in my opinion.
There are many good ones.
Yeah, some of my favorites have to be that freaking watermelon guy.
Oh my god, it's so
Marlon Webb. Marlon Webb.
Yeah, bro. Dude, watermelon, let's go.
Watermelon.
I fucking love Marlon Webb. He's great.
Funny, I'm drinking watermelon right now. This video is sponsored by. I'm kidding.
This video is sponsored by watermelons.
This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
No!
God, if we do get fucking sponsored by Raid, that'd be funny.
That is gonna be one of the most chaotic things.
We will have to make sure everyone in the Void Cafe is there for it. We will fucking make a.
If we actually get
here's the plan. Here's what I think we should do.
Hold on a second. We'll do a seance. We'll summon in the raid gods. We will chant Raid Shadow Legends for the next hour. Then that's the podcast.
Here's what I was thinking. One of us gets the message, right? And now that they know that we're going to be sponsored next episode, but they don't tell anybody about it. So when they say it as a joke, everyone thinks it's a joke, but then they actually keep going and they realize it's the real thing.
This episode of Void Cafe was sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. No, this isn't a fucking joke. We were actually sponsored.
Yeah, you'd have to actually go like, oh, and then everyone here is gonna be like, this is a funny joke, but then you actually continue on. It's like,
no,
yeah, I get to clarify afterwards.
All right,
okay, this actually wasn't a joke. We were legitimately sponsored.
Yeah, then like afterwards they're like, all right, what's everyone's fucking PayPal? So we're splitting the shit. Gotta give people
split the $10 that they gave us.
No, bro. They'd give us a single quarter, and we all had to fucking die in blood combat to get it.
Hell yeah!
And they give us a quarter.
Who can do the best ooh voice? That gets the quarter.
Cherry.
Oh,
Cherry would get the instant win. Yeah. Cherry would get the instant win.
No, we have what? Maybe 2 females on our podcast.
Oh yeah.
Getting Brazy. That's it, right?
Brazy. Yeah, get Brazy.
Brazy and Hick, I believe, right?
Yeah. If they ever decide
if
to.
If they be willing to unmute themselves for once.
Three.
No, Kit left.
Yeah.
No, she's not. She's And
She's still in the server, yes, but okay.
She's still in the server, but she decided to quit.
Okay. Then, yeah,
Which is perfectly fine with us.
Yeah.
It's her deal. If she don't want to do it, then she don't have to do it.
That's fair.
You do what you want, bro.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Do what you want, bro. We love you. Mwah.
Yeah.
Of course, I think we've all had thoughts of, like, you know.
I have not actually of leaving Void.
You really haven't?
I have not. I'm kind of dedicated. It's just that I'm not making.
Me that's contemplated sometimes of like.
How about quitting the Quick Cafe?
And not often. Most of the time I'm like, okay, this is a stupid thought.
You're kind of keeping it together. To be honest.
I have a simple saying that I've recently learned, and I will now follow to the fucking grave. If you hate everyone, you're hungry. If you think everyone hates you, you need to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a serious saying that I will now follow for like the rest of my life. If you hate everyone, you're hungry. If you think everyone hates you, you need to go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I should probably start sleeping in more then. Funny joke is funny.
No. Usually it is though. Like it's like
I had to mute my computer there.
10, like 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, maybe I should just leave. Like
maybe I should reach my goals.
3 a.m. is the key to success.
Yep.
Oh, you should go to sleep earlier, because just in case you like get into a fight with someone, you're gonna feel a lot worse.
But you know that they're basically gonna stop doing daylight savings time now?
Yeah, it's really archaic. It's really archaic. It's like really
yeah.
We don't need it.
I feel we really need to just get rid of daylight. Like
I dropped
we
the
don't
spoon.
run in agricultural. Are you okay?
I dropped my spoon.
I thought you said you were gonna...
It sounded like
Did you almost drop your croissant? I'm glad no one heard that because I cringed at myself.
No, I heard you. I heard that.
I heard that.
We heard that. Why is it?
Record, nice.
Why is
There's
it?
a lot of things that I've said that are now on record.
I have one thing. I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Out of everyone here in the Void Cafe, I am for sure. I know this for a fact, but I am probably the most dummy stupid here. By the way, Cherry's
I will fight you for that position.
I'll fight
you for that position.
Blood sports. Let's go. 1v1v1. Minecraft Bed Wars.
Oh,
let's go.
I'll fucking melee you in Smash, buddy.
Oh god, we're not playing Smash Bros. I'm shit at fighter games. But by the way, I know Cherry is the oldest one here and Nez is the youngest one here, and I'm in the middle.
Wait, what?
I'm not.
There's no way you guys are fucking younger than me.
I'm in 10th grade. Cherry, aren't you in 11th?
Fuck.
Actually, wouldn't know. I think Hick Ari.
Hick is ancient, and Ari is ancient.
Yeah.
They're old as shit.
Aren't, like Hick and Ari the oldest?
Well, I'm saying like right here and right now.
Oh, yeah.
But in the cafe, yeah, they're old as fuck.
Damn, I'm your literal senpai. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh god, no.
Senpai,
God.
please.
Okay.
Please,
when it freezes like that, it's extremely cursed.
Oh yes,
I'm not sorry.
I'm not gonna say something. I
will mess with Cherry now. Thanks for pointing this out. You have brought your own demise.
Don't.
You have brought your own demise.
What?
I just had an extremely cursed thought into my head, but because there's, we're recording.
Hey yo, in my HOI4 game, fucking Hungary is going democratic. This is the first time in a long time I've seen this go on. Miklos Horthy, why do you have a Swedish king? Or prince?
Alright, so we should probably get Should we actually use our topics, or should we just continue our mad ramblings?
Yeah, we should probably.
Mad ramblings.
Let's go after mad ramblings. If we run out of mad ramblings,
It's actually been pretty interesting. We have 3 minds. It isn't like 4 or 6. It's actually a bit more organized.
Minds all sharing one individual brain cell.
we all.
Yeah,
It's
great
all
minds
our
think
turn.
alike. Great minds think alike.
Oh, you're going after that. I'm thinking we all share one brain thing.
Yeah, I don't even know what I am anymore. But
Sorry,
moving on from that.
sorry. You're saying
Alright,
oh,
I'm gonna stop
no.
talking.
We have 2 brains. One me and Nez shares, and one Cherry has for themselves, because Cherry's just too cool.
That and also lore.
Yo, lore. Void. We should continue.
Lore.
Void Cafe
please.
lore.
So basically, there's this guy named William Acton.
No. I was talking about Void Cafe lore. Don't fucking find us up,
Actually, yeah, wait, hold on. That's actually a good point. What is? I don't think we've ever gone over the cafe floor. Over the cafe
Well,
floor.
Depends on which void cafe you're talking about. Are you talking about the chalkboard, or are you talking about actual void cafe?
Actual
Void
Void
Cafe.
Cafe.
Okay.
Well,
So this now
hold on.
that actually brings up a good question, because do we bring up the full thing of Void Crew, Void Cafe, all of that, or do we go up to the chalkboard? Do we go up to the podcast? Do we go where the hell this even is?
I think just the
Who
general
knows? We're all
lore.
in the basement.
Not generally. I'm just saying like not
the fourth wall.
not no, I'm saying like of the characters, because this was originally a D&D thing, right?
Yeah, this was a D&D thing,
Yeah.
and I'm still waiting on that.
Yeah, the original. It has been
Isn't Topo
25 years.
No.
Yeah. I mean,
Bruce, it's been 5 years.
Bruce, it has been 15 years. You still owe me $15.
fuck off.
Fuck off. I love that video so much.
We're having a gay old time. Wait, hold on a second. We're having a straight old time.
Gay used to mean happy back in the olden days, so you're fine to say that.
Oh yeah, sure. We're having a gay old time.
Nice.
Nice. I just imagine. Anyway, the individual characters' lores, I might change mine. Besides some fucking Roman paladin.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not that holy.
I have.
So.
Hey, you have one to worry about. I have 2.
I think
yeah, because isn't it like chalkboard Terry and
Yeah, I wanted to play as a Warforged, but I didn't know exactly what to do, and at that time we were still doing Chalkboard. So we came up with a solution that my character in Chalkboard was the variant human, but in the actual D&D campaign would be a Warforged. So now I have 2 different backstories that I need to think about.
I think we're gonna be away from Chalkboard. Let's talk about general like D&D lore, like our D&D lore, because originally this was supposed to be a D&D podcast. Not just a general.
What? We're on episode.
It's like 17. I think that
episode 17. We have,
and I think this is the second time we've mentioned D&D.
Third. I think could we mention it? We mentioned it in the first episode. I think we
Definitely,
mentioned it
because at that point we knew what we were trying to do.
Right.
Yeah. Then we.
Oh yeah, we are on 17.
Between.
This is 17. Yeah.
Yeah, then we mentioned it somewhere
we're
between,
almost
and
legal.
now here we are mentioning it again. It's the 3rd time.
We are almost legal. Did I hear that right? Oh,
Yes, you did.
Oh, guys, we should play Uno. All 3 of us had the same fucking brain cell. It'd be nice to see us playing against each other.
Oh, I'm stupid at Uno. Pepper and my oldest sibling have absolutely drilled me in our little Uno sessions.
This is why you're so neckbeard at it? Jesus Christ.
You want to use better terminology there.
Yeah, no, I never win.
You want to use maybe a better word there?
Me?
What?
Me?
I don't know.
Are you talking to me?
It doesn't matter.
Using the term neckbeard? Using the term neckbeard?
I've just spent too much time in general.
I said it was drilled.
Yeah. I've just spent too much time in general.
Meh. In any case,
we should probably continue like the gaming part. Why are 2 of the
Walmart?
Why are there 2 Void Cafe episodes that are in the gaming? They should be in podcast episodes. I'll have to reorganize the whole podcast episode folder. Fuck. I like being over organized. Sorry.
But yeah, I am actually curious. Tucker, have you done anything with your character's backstory and lore?
I mean, I think before it was like some paladin who worships this one like trickster god known as, I'm pretty sure it was the Traveler, and he was a human in like a changeling village. He had a badass that was his grandma. He kind of led some troops in the changeling village area, like a valley that had like a bunch of changelings in it. Then he fought a lot besides his his comrades. Eventually, a battle in a forest led to the death of the unfortunate demise of all of his comrades. But he was the only one standing in the forest. The enemies, which I'd probably just say were like really religious people, like a crusade or something against the changelings occurred, and he got involved because he was a paladin, and then he was the last one remaining in the forest. I guess I might change it from him limping into a town and finding the cafe to like he is found by a member of the cafe. Like, I guess they were looking for something.
We're out.
Okay, so just a little bit of a nice little tip from me as someone who's done a few years with D&D stuff. You said you were a paladin, right?
Yes.
Just a fun little quip. It says that paladins swear a sacred oath to things, but don't really worry about the whole sacred part, because playing a paladin doesn't always 100% mean that all the time you have to be connected to some religion. That's why you don't. I know. That's why all the oaths are like oaths of vengeance or something like that.
Yeah, I know.
Because you basically swear on your life to do something.
Yeah, I know. I have my paladin be religious because it's honestly kind of easy to do. Because you really don't have to elaborate. You're just religious.
Yeah, it's easy, but it could get a little bit dicey, and I don't know. I'm not trying to hate on your backstory because I don't have a good one myself.
I was imagining like I might also change it up a bit. It's like, sure, he's a paladin, but the people he's lived with don't necessarily. I guess I can make the changelings like peaceful, in a way. Like they might be assholes, but not.
Or maybe you could have a thing where he takes an oath to protect the changelings, but he ultimately fails to do so. So now he has to find something new to do.
But Topo's backstory was
oh yeah, Topo's backstory is a whole other can of worms.
Yeah.
It's a whole other can of ooh-woos.
Yeah, I'd probably make mine like he was like a child when he was found by bunch of changelings, and he like grew up beside them. They respected him, he respected them.
Oh, that was like some physical. I am a wolf. I'm sorry, go on, continue with your story.
He had like a really cool grandma, but eventually I guess he obviously got inducted to the religion, worshipping the Traveler and shit, but eventually he in rising tensions and like some weird crusades going on, which isn't like solely human crusades, by the way. I guess like some religious order exists that is really diverse in species and worshipping a god. So the country, I guess, of changelings he lives in gets like targeted in this, or is going to be targeted, so he joins like a military force, becomes a paladin, even though his adoptive family's like, no, don't, please. But he feels like he has to do it because he doesn't want them dying, and he doesn't want them like ending up hating the wrong people, because I guess he thinks people are being led astray, and like they were tricked into going on the crusade. So eventually the enemy crusaders arrive. He's he's shown himself to be an alright tactician. He isn't like the greatest, but he's like an officer, I guess. And him and like, I guess 150 guys are in this like forest doing things. Like, I guess not all of them are fully trained, but they're devoted to defending their people. So a battle happens due to their, like, I guess, imperial Japanese type will. They managed to hold out for a long ass time, but obviously they're picked off. They managed to hide in plain sight pretty well, but that's really it. They obviously they're encircled, they're outnumbered, they're not really outgunned. They don't have as many weapons, and eventually he's the last one standing. He managed to keep his comrades alive by using lay on hands, which, you know, heals people. But he obviously couldn't keep everyone alive for so long. And he is severely wounded in the woods and believes he's going to die. And then I guess instead of him limping into a town, I think, and like he's out of lay on hands too, so he can't heal himself. So instead of having him like go to a town that surprisingly had the Void Cafe in, I think someone from the Void Cafe, whether they're in it or not, should find him, like, either gonna take his own life or just bleeding out.
Yeah.
And then
that is pretty interesting.
Then he swears an oath to them because he feels like he owes them. For saving him. And I think, obviously, paladins are tanks, right?
I think so, yeah.
I think he'd be... I think a lot of the time he would probably be leading the way. Not in, like, a leader type sense, but in I am the fucking wall type sense.
Yeah.
As in, he's not going to allow you to go in first. He is going in first.
Good point.
Maybe one of the characters acts like a leader and he takes like the position, or he or she or they takes the position of leader, and they're trying to do this like in first out last type thing that a lot of leaders try to do. But then but then my paladin's like, fuck no, you're going in second.
Yeah.
You'll be second in and second to last out. I will be first in, last out, and there will be no arguing with him. Not only that.
I am here to run into the landmines.
I mean, if there are landmines, don't worry, I will run through them.
The best way of mine clearing, blowing off your own fucking legs.
I do have an idea for...
Give me a broom, because I'm playing Minesweeper.
I do have an idea for this. Maybe I might make it as, he doesn't know if his people are still around, I guess. Yeah. He doesn't know if they successfully won. I think, since like I said that 150 men, including himself, so 151 soldiers, like, extremely devoted to their country, like I said, imperial Japanese type determination to not give up.
Right.
I think I might make the enemy's casualty numbers just really fucking high, especially with but that's, I think if I want to go more in depth, I might say they didn't protect anyone that could heal in their military unit well, so they managed to pick them off, and they managed to just slaughter like thousands of the enemy.
Yeah.
Before like 10 of them died, maybe 1,000 per 10 dead. Like 10 of them die, but 1,000 of the enemy is dead. Then but that is like across a certain time period and stuff, and he managed to either revive or keep a lot of them alive, maybe just kind of wounded, but still fighting and shit.
Yeah. But all in all, that's some pretty interesting stuff you got cooking up over there.
Yeah, I'm just thinking he's like a mediocre leader, and he doesn't really like leading. He wasn't even the leader in the first place, Their actual CEO was fucking killed by a stray arrow, like, first hour. And he just and he just like said fuck you to the command structure and just started bleeding himself.
That's fair. Naz, did you have a D&D character?
No, I specifically opted out just to be a fucking
DM?
NPC, because crazy. This was like when I joined the Void. This was like mid when everyone was requesting, "Oh, crazy, can I get a character? Oh, crazy, can I get a character?" I was like, I don't want to overwork you. I'm just not going to request anything. I'm not going to say shit.
Yeah, I felt that way too. That's why I was really hesitant to ask.
Yeah, I in general hesitate to ask, even if it's someone who's like, it's fine, I'll draw something for free for you. Even if they're being really nice like that, I don't like that. I feel like I'm just stealing.
No, you're good. You're good.
I don't care if people tell me it's fine or if they directly tell me it's fine. I'm still gonna feel like a piece of shit because of it. I at least want to give them. I will force money into their fucking hands.
Nice.
I am dead serious. Or at least I'll try, then they'll smack me in the face and say no or something.
Hey, effort was made. E for effort. But yeah.
Anyway, we should probably talk about the HoloFez.
Oh, okay.
We'll do that next episode.
Sure, why not? I mean, we could probably do like an inter episode if wanted. What the fuck? Phone?
I mean, because I was mainly going to go over what I had in store, but if you guys want to move on.
No, you could continue. You could go.
I just wanted to throw it out there. If you guys want to do
it, that's fair. Yeah, I didn't know if you had a character or not, or if anything.
Yeah, I have no form of character. I have no original character. I got nothing.
Okay. Well, I know that my character isn't really original, I guess, in the main public's eye. They're just a combination between two of existing characters just smacked into one.
You should probably just go for your robot woman.
I know. I know, because I have, and don't get me wrong, I have a shit ton of other original characters that I've made just by myself, using only D&D Beyond as my essential backbone. Well, that and a character creator. But I mean, everyone knows me as Cherry, which is that whole mix between Coco and Hachima. So it's kind of, I guess, the cover of what I'm going for. But the more I've been kind of going along with it, the more I realize that, hey, I feel like that a lot of people are going to start catching on to what's really going on with this Cherry character I got. But so that's why I've been trying to change things up a little bit. For instance, making her into a Warforged, you know, to at least give a little bit more diversity than just, mixture between Coco and Hato. But yeah, I mean, as for lore, I suppose, I don't know, because like I said, I have two that I need to worry about. And while I do have the Warforged, I was also thinking of changing the variant human one into a Dragonborn instead, because part of Cherry's whole aesthetic is that she's got, what, I believe the colors of Coco, and Coco is a dragon, so it just made a little bit of sense there. But for the most part, I don't really know, because the one that I stitched together in like 5 minutes for Chalkboard, I don't like at all. But it is what I chose, so I kind of have to freaking deal with it. And when we're talking about the Warforged one, that one is going to require a whole lot more planning, because it's a literal war robot in a time where everything's still in its fantasy settings.
I mean,
I believe
there was, hold on a second, to kind of counter like D&D have to be in fantasy. It doesn't always have to be that way. I did have a campaign where there's like this, well, it is a Warforged, but it had like guns and shit. It was General Grievous, but with flintlock rifles.
Nice.
It wasn't full fantasy, and this one might not be either. So far, it has been in the current campaign I'm in, but it doesn't have to be. By the way, I have when it comes to D&D, I have changed a whole lot when it comes to D&D and like actually paying attention. Because before it was like I don't fully understand this. I'm just gonna sit here watch a YouTube video. But now I'm getting more into it, which is a bit better. So if we do start a campaign, then yeah. We just need a dedicated DM, that's all. A dedicated DM that can deal with our shit. Because one of the previous campaigns I was in with a current DM that is DMing a campaign I'm in, which has the same 2 other people, including myself, along with 2 extra people, including that person I told you about that made that one dude gay due to their voice. Anyway, with the 2 people who were in the previous campaign before the current one, we were all fucking chaotic. I tried to be a voice of reason, but I couldn't help but just be chaotic at times. Not only that, I made my paladin very racist against elves. That's why he had his double-edged scimitar, double-bladed. Well, not really, because they're carried by elves and shit. I made him very racist against elves.
Nice.
Here, don't worry. Johnny does not care who you are as long as you're nice to him, because he has experienced a lot of fucking brain damage due to probably some form of head trauma during that one battle.
Yeah, and
Topo literally eat kids.
Yeah, Topo's whole thing is that 7,000-year-old skunk that was traded as a slave and then abused or something. It's that I don't mean to sound very condescending and whatnot, but it's that typical edgy shit you see from a 13-year-old going through puberty. I'm not calling you out here, Topo.
We love you, Topo. Topo, we love you. We love you. Please don't kill us.
I'm not calling you out. I'm just saying.
Please don't smite us, holy Topo.
That's why I was going over and rethinking about Cherry's story as well, if we can segue back to that real quick. Because Cherry's whole chocolate story is that, not abandoned at birth, but set up for adoption. Pepper came in, didn't approve of that, so he stole Cherry and ran off with her. And the 2 were raised together as thieves before Pepper started abusing Cherry, so that way he could put distance between himself and her. So that way, if he was to ever get caught, she wouldn't go down with him. And then afterwards, Cherry was and at some point he just straight up abandoned Cherry for herself. So now she's off on her own, trying to scrape together what she can. And then as she gets older, she eventually somehow is able to land a job at the Void Cafe, and that's history. And I want to change that because it just, I don't know. Yeah, I don't like it. So if I could change it to anything, because the whole thing with Cherry is that she kind of has this sort of two-faced personality, which is around customers, she's very happy-go-lucky, upbeat, and lenient, but around her staff members, she's a lot more down-to-earth, serious, and generally more, not narcissistic, but pessimistic, or more so of a realist than an optimist. And that was kind of what I was trying to go for a little bit, but I don't know exactly what I'm trying to do anymore. Because the Warforged version of Cherry that I was thinking of pulling off was always going to be optimistic to the point where it almost got creepy sometimes. And that was going to be her whole thing. But I'm still trying to figure out what race I even want her to be, or if I want to give her an entirely new makeover.
Fuck! I'm
Yeah,
getting
you're
abused by
probably
my
fine.
lamp! I'm getting abused by my lamp!
What?
My lamp is attacking me!
Cool.
Okay.
But yeah, I've also been thinking of just swapping out Cherry for an entirely different character, because I have so many,
my
and
lamp-
some of them actually have
My lamp stopped. My lamp stopped attacking me.
Lamp. Okay, yeah. But
Lamp.
yeah, I have a whole bunch of different characters. I don't just have Cherry. One of them that's actually in the chalkboard sessions right now is a what is it? Not a bearing human. What are they? Not a shifter. I believe they're called a shifter or something. They're basically humans but with animalistic parts to them. And her whole shut up. But number one, Nez, number one, shut up. Number two, yes. But, moving on. So basically, yeah, the reason why I made it into a shifter was because the design is once again taken from that Hololive Talon fusion generator between actually Okayu and Korone, and I named her Proxy actually. And funnily enough, just like Tucker's character, Proxy is a paladin, and so that's her whole thing. That's mainly because we didn't really have a healer on the chalkboard side. We had Cheeky, who I don't know what he was. He had this weird. He was able to heal, but to a lesser extent, and it was more so at the cost of his own vitality. Kit was what? A fighter. Plushie was our cleric, but they were more so using their knife instead, and never really found an opportunity to heal. And Cherry was a wild magic sorcerer, so I kind of threw in Proxy a little bit there. And I do enjoy playing Proxy because Proxy is just a full-on narcissist. She really thinks highly of herself and lower of everyone else. And she's kind of at that turning point where she's trying to seem equal-eyed, but her old habits are still kind of there. So she does infuriate people a little bit with her mannerisms. That, and also she's exceedingly formal and nobody can understand her at times. And when people were when the rest of the chalkboard game was introduced to Proxy, I remember one of the things we were joking about was a conversation between her and another character that they have whose name is Father Kafufu, and he also speaks very formally. So when the two finally met up, it literally became a tea party. With how formal it was.
I mean, honestly, when it comes to the other characters that like people made for like a one-off thing, maybe from like chalkboard or something, we could probably have them like appear as NPCs. Just like,
yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's what I was thinking might happen, but I'm not entirely sure. But to just go down the list real quick of all the characters I have, I got Cherry, Proxy, Nola, Direen, Pepper. I don't really play Pepper all that much, but I also got Hideki, The Great Cafe, and there was one other I believe that Miui, and that's like 8 that I can choose from. I got a nice little selection going on. But
damn, motherfucker, you're doing a whole fucking collection. Gee.
Yeah, again, I could host my own campaign with just my own characters.
That'd be a lot of time talking to yourself.
Oh yeah, also Nemu's there too, and Johnson is there as well, so that's 10 actually. 10 characters. I forgot. And some of them are actually pretty interesting quirks. For instance, I'll just rapid fire through most of them if you're okay with that.
Do it. We got nothing better to do.
Yeah, so Nola's a barbarian who wants to be a musician. Tahreen is a detective, but Tahreen isn't a detective, but she's essentially a gunslinger. And her whole thing is that she's a mute. She doesn't like to speak at all. Johnson is a ghost. Mimu is a legitimate serial killer. Miui is a pirate who has a pet wolf. And what was the other one that I had? And I guess Cherry is a sorcerer who can't seem to make up her mind on what the fuck she wants to be.
Oh, by the way, if you ever hear something in the background, I share a room with my sibling.
That's fair. But for the most part, yeah. I mean, I guess if I had to come up with a new backstory for, I guess Cherry, since what we were mainly going over for was the lore of our characters. Since at the time our whole D&D campaign seems to be set in the fantasy genre, that throws a little in Warforged Cherry throws a little. It becomes a literal wrench that is thrown into that equation there, because how do you fit machine into fantasy setting? So I might have to think a little bit on that.
Industrial Revolution.
Maybe, but I'm not entirely sure. We did joke around a little bit that we wanted cars at some point. I'm not entirely sure though. And I also know that when I made the Warforged, not only did the D&D campaign have to shift a little bit, but so did the chalkboard, because Shiki was trying to figure out a way to, I guess, incorporate the Warforged version of Cherry into the story. And I think I have an idea. I have a proposal on what can happen, but I'm not entirely sure whether or not he'll go along with it. Because yeah, just reasons.
Not entirely sure. Sort of like the Abyss.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is still. We created something for it, and then now it's just sort of stopped and really going to really talk to it.
Yeah, I don't really think that the Abyss is going to go anywhere.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to talk to Plushy about it later on. We might just end up deleting the server.
Yeah.
Deleting what server? Sorry, I'm stupid.
Okay. So remember during the anniversary when we tried to post the thing that you all thought was a Caesar cipher, but it turned out being Morse?
Yeah.
Nobody has touched that server. We created an entire server for it. Nobody's touched the server since like what, December?
Yeah,
January?
December of last year.
It was
Have I even
attempted.
said
Honestly, if it ever does
I
come
don't even have a full page of stuff.
If it ever does come to like a Void Cafe ARG, I think it should be.
We tried.
Yeah, like maybe instead of having it with like the Void Cafe members doing it, we should probably do it with YouTube if we ever grow bigger, because we have to kind of diversify if we ever want. If this is a huge if we want people to see our stuff, we should probably like expand outwards. Maybe I should learn how to edit a bit, find a cheap thing to use, because I'm
And
not
some Twitter accounts.
Yeah, make a Twitter account. I don't mind doing that, but I don't want
to crack Sony Vegas.
Oh
yeah, also, hi Mark.
Oh, hi Mark.
Oh, hi Mark.
It's gonna be interrogating stuff. Come on.
Hi Mark. I mean,
Hi, Mark.
I mean,
and nobody's gonna know what you did.
You literally just said it.
I mean,
it's implied.
I mean, not only would we.
Mark, you literally just said, let's crack Sony Vegas. Like,
well, I mean, I gave
my
him
gamer,
the option.
there are cheaper options out there.
My gamer.
I didn't
There
mean
are
yet.
cheaper
He's going to do it.
There are cheaper options out there.
My gamer.
Sony Vegas is good though.
Is it?
It's not. Yes, Sony Vegas is good. It does its job. Like problem. You have to crack it or pay a shit ton of money. I can shoot you a software if you want. I don't know how to use it.
We just need someone to edit good. That's all we need, like moderately, so we can, have some semblance of sanity.
Yeah.
Get someone on the internet to.
No, we're not gonna do this.
I can try to do video editing. I'm just. I don't know.
It's gonna be quick.
So far, the only video editing I did was put an MP3 file over still images over a poorly timed video, and that was my first experience with video editing, and I haven't touched it. Yay!
Yay, baby steps.
I have to fight Italy.
That still somehow made it to the starboard. I don't know how, but it's great.
I have to invade Italy. Great. Invade Italy. Italy.
It's 12 o'clock, so you guys
It doesn't matter. We're continuing. I'm really bored. I want to talk.
Oh.
Yeah, let's talk. We haven't done a Void. We completely missed last week, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. I might do some stuff over the weekend too, for Void Cafe, because I feel like doing things. Actually, I want to continue this.
Like,
why not? I might upload it. I
do-
might do a Risk of Rain thing. I feel like playing
risk of rain during the podcast.
I probably won't do an
tendency to
episode
just
on. I mean, I
randomly
might.
hear or entire
I want to give DMing a shot. That sounds interesting.
I've heard
Let's
it.
all make promises at like 11 o'clock at night that we're all probably gonna forget in the morning.
Oh,
I mean,
no,
I've never
no,
done.
I'm gonna make
I've never DM'd before. I've only been playing as a character, but
I'm gonna
I've
make
been
an
curious.
alarm. Trust me. I'm gonna remember this. I'm gonna remember this.
Just keep it as a maybe. Just
yeah,
like
possibly.
just like cracking Sony Vegas. It's a maybe.
God damn it, Mark! We're not cracking Sony Vegas.
What the heck is Sony Vegas?
It's an editing software.
This is-
Okay.
He keeps wanting. He's essentially saying that he keeps wanting to pirate it, where that costs a lot of money to be.
Why? What's wrong with
Because
pirating
it is
Sony Vegas?
highly illegal.
I mean, nobody's gonna know.
Mark, you've said it 3 times now.
I
And-
think the FBI is going to know.
Yeah, it should be knocking on this door any minute now.
I mean, why
No,
is
listen.
you know what?
If
I have
you
friends in my
try
faction now.
to
Fuck this.
confirm something
Mark,
too many
Mark,
times,
Mark,
the
Mark,
likelihood
Mark,
of it
Mark,
being
you're just
Mark,
true
Mark,
You're
Mark,
just, Mark,
very low.
you're just digging yourself a deeper grave here, boy. Just telling
boy,
you. I'm
come
telling you now,
boy.
bud. You are.
The southern accent came out. He busted that shit out.
Dude, no. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's actually pretty good.
No,
It came
No,
out of the fucking
I-
manhole so hard that Nez is losing his shit over me.
I'm not losing shit. I'm just.
He's losing shit, bro. I didn't know you could
Oh,
lose
fuck.
shit. I didn't know you could lose equal man.
Losing his
We're
shit.
just bullying him now.
Gamer.
Came out as Yoda.
Okay, gamer. I hate to break to you, but like, we're not cracking Sony Vegas for this. We're not cracking Sony Vegas. I hate to break to you, my gamer.
My gamer.
Not gonna happen.
Calling him gamer.
Hey, I'm not saying you're going to.
Wink.
Wink, wink.
Mark, please.
Alright, Mark. So this is
Please.
your mission.
We're not gonna payday to fucking Sony Vegas. my gamer.
Fucking don't act dumb. Starts
Alright.
playing. Don't act dumb.
Alright.
No. It's completely fine. It's completely fine. Just
Don't act dumb.
whoops, I
Don't
accidentally
act dumb.
Copy and pasted
Don't
a
act dumb.
link
Don't
to a
act
driver
Where's the
dumb.
mute
to
button?
a
Don't
Google
act
Drive
dumb.
file
Don't
that
act dumb.
happens to have
Don't
a
act
cracked
dumb.
Sony Vegas for you
don't
to
act.
install.
Get the fuck up. Don't act dumb. Don't act dumb.
Joker, what the fuck are you going on about?
I'm singing don't. I'm singing don't act dumb. You don't
We're
know.
not cracking Sony Vegas. We probably stopped talking about this because
Hacker moment. Hack. Yeah. By non-existent YouTube, why would they care about us until like 12,000 years in the future? The whole universe was in a hot dead
Alright, real
state of
talk.
nearly 400 million.
Where do you guys think the Voidcast is going to go in the future? General question.
Somewhere.
Do you think it's just going to fall apart? Do you think we're actually going to get following? What?
I have the crackhead
I think
energy
it's
to continue
either-
it.
Go ahead.
Yes.
God.
Fall apart as in.
I don't know. Do you think it's just going
You
to
mean
fall
in the sense
apart?
that we're gonna eventually stop doing it.
Eventually, yeah. The time will come. I'm 100% aware. But how do you think that's going to happen? Do you think we're just going to gain enough of a following and say, all right, we're satisfied and just, yep? Or do you think that eventually, like, you know, we've been at this for a year now and we haven't really gained that much of a following? We should probably just drop this entire idea. It's been fun. What do you think?
That's most likely what's going to happen.
It's because we
But,
don't put effort into it. That's the reason
Yeah.
we don't put effort into it. That's why things fail. It's because people don't put effort into it. And now that I'm thinking about it, I want to like chill with you guys for a long time. So if I want to be friends with you for a long time, it's best to do a group.
Here's what I was going to propose on literal day one when we started this whole thing, which is that when we fired up our D&D campaign for the Void Cafe, we don't just do it in, we don't just settle it at Discord. We record it or we stream it, and we post our campaign onto our channel as well.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We could do that.
That's what I was hoping we would do, but we haven't gotten to that point yet.
Yeah,
and
we need a
Who even is our DM?
I don't
Do
know.
we even have a
We need a
We
DM.
have two. We have two because we have 12 players. Believe it or
Yeah,
not.
we have so many
Who are
players.
the DMs? Who are the DMs? Actually,
I believe it's Prozzy and Beaver.
Void Cafe D&D
I
channel
severely doubt
has-
we're gonna get
has only podcasts.
D&D now due to
But well,
current times.
well,
of, like,
no,
school and
well,
other shit.
I mean, we could still do it. We might not have everyone, but maybe.
What do you think we need to have?
Me not included.
Depends on the time.
We have
Yeah, Mark is
Depends on
just
the
here.
day. Depends on if we're busy that day. But, you know.
Yeah, Mark is just here.
Oh, Mark.
Mark is a cool guy, by the way.
We're both sort of just the NPCs of Void.
occurred to you. Everybody is a cool guy.
Yes, because they're better than me. Jesus Christ.
These three
I will
are
fight
the
you to the dumbest person in Void.
These three are the NPCs, and I am the main character of the Void. Hello.
He is the void. Mark is the secret.
Mark.
I think Mark is the only one here with that. Like, wait, do you have a character, Mark? I don't know.
Do you even want to be in void?
I have a sheet and a actual. Yeah, I have a character. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Not. Wait.
I should
actually,
probably come up with a
maybe-
character.
Yeah.
The whole entire
Actually
universe
made
is
a
about
concept
fantasy.
for my character, and they have a backstory, and I have a character sheet, so it's actually a solid character.
I should probably come up with.
Oh yeah, me and my English class were doing Macbeth. There's this one guy who's like into D&D there. I talk to him occasionally about it. I'm obviously not the most experienced. He's like really into it. So I talk to him about it occasionally. Apparently he made a character sheet on the main character of Macbeth, and he wasn't that charismatic. he wasn't made to be charismatic. It's
good
essentially
at-
this dude gets told by a bunch of obviously deceitful witches that he's going to be the king of Scotland, but he doesn't actually become king. He's just some asshole. He just becomes an asshole. Yeah.
Scotland forever.
Scotland forever.
Yeah. It's going on 12:20 a.m. Do you guys think we should call it a night here?
I'm
I don't know,
still
it's up to you.
I'm still not fulfilled.
All right, keep going.
You want to
We're
do
gonna
small on me?
Listen, Sherry may be made out of fire, wood, and steam, but I sure as hell ain't.
All right. Well, if you want to dip, you can dip.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do pretty soon.
All right. I made the bad decision of drinking an energy drink earlier, so I have enough energy to fucking run 7 laps around football field right now.
Oh yeah, you did drink a Red Bull, didn't you?
Yeah, I made a very bad decision.
How?
Next time, do that at like what, 7 o'clock in the morning? You'll be good to go.
I think coffee and
Like
energy
problem.
drinks just don't work on me.
Eh,
Because if
See-
that's the effect that you got from downing a energy drink,
oh, don't worry, I don't drink these. Like,
yeah,
But-
but
you can hear me. I actually have like energy in my voice opposed to the standard monotone that I usually get. I'm actually
but Ness,
moving around my room
Ness,
right now.
this
I
is
have
a
Yeah.
fucking problem. Ness, this is a fucking problem. Me neither.
It's an intervention. We're here to stop you from being addicted.
This my entire life.
People-
And I still felt the same shit. I still felt.
Wasn't there like a whole bit of a thing? I'm gonna get really 18 plus here for a moment, but wasn't there like a whole like controversy with Red Bull about it using bull sperm or something?
Huh?
I'm sorry, what?
Excuse me?
I don't
Not like an
know.
ingredient in the drink itself.
And
I need-
what?
I need to see this now. What up?
By the way, I think. No, I'm 100% positive that the
Look at
sperm would just die inside of the
It
acid.
would. It
Someone-
would.
It would just liquidate. Like,
We're just the soul.
Congratulations.
How?
You
what
heard
does
nothing.
Coagulation have to do with
You
that?
heard nothing. I did not say anything. This is
Yeah, just
all
like
an
pirating
illusion.
Sunny Vegas.
What?
Points
No,
gone.
stop pirating Tony Vegas. God damn it.
We're gonna get arrested.
I'm gonna go over there and beat you with a hockey stick in a second.
What are you, Canadian? Ew.
Nope, but I got a hockey stick.
Oh, damn. He
Do
has
you
a
have a
hockey
hockey stick if you're not
I
gonna
don't
play
know.
hockey?
He has a fucking hockey stick. That's why.
I don't know, I got a floor hockey stick. Here, I can come over there and beat you with a metal pipe instead. That works.
I forgot. Nez is a fucking crackhead with a fucking pipe. Or no, no, dude. He doesn't have a fucking. He doesn't have a fucking hockey. He does have a hockey stick. He just said that. Fuck. No, he has a fucking traffic light. That's what he has.
Yeah,
I'm
So
sorry.
you type with my chancellor.
yeah. Here, after the stream, I'll show you. I'll turn on my camera again.
All right. Get the chunk.
Lamp.
Oh yeah. Prowsy had a lamp. It's in Starboard. You could probably scroll up a bit and you'll find the server's Suicide Squad.
Yeah, it's me with a PVC pipe, a metal pipe, and a lamp.
I had a long stick
But the
and
best part is, the lamp is broken. Like, two of the lights are broken, so only the red light works. It's kind of
you
funny.
tell them to stop.
Like, only the red light works. And,
Lativia. What the fuck is a Lativia?
I don't think I can. Oh, so sorry.
here, I'll show you.
It's a fucking traffic light.
Yeah, it's the last traffic light.
My fucking armpit. Okay. Alright, to whoever will watch this actually, and to Mark, I guess. But I am very weak. I did 30 push-ups on my knees, by the way. I had to use my knees because I'm really bad at, balancing. I don't have the proper shit to do an actual push-up. But I did 30 push-ups yesterday. Technically today is Saturday now for me. So on Thursday, I did 30 push-ups. Sure, they were on my knees, but I'm feeling fucking soreness in my arms.
I'm gonna be honest. Wait, actually,
My man titties hurt. I mean, what?
let me ask you something.
What the
By push-ups with your knees, do you mean that your knees are the only thing that keep your body balancing on the ground? Like, your knees are touching the
just
ground.
my knees.
Dude, these are horrible! They hurt like hell!
They do.
Like, I don't mean like they're hard to do. It just hurts my fucking knees.
Yeah, that's the thing. It hurts your knees, but no pain and no gain, I guess. I'm gonna get yelled at. I'm gonna get yelled at by somebody.
Dude, what the fuck am I gonna get from scraping my fucking knees over and over and over again?
Damn, I only got fucking Denmark, imagine. Sorry, I'm playing HOI4 while recording this. Only Denmark accepted, everyone else said fuck you.
Denmark.
By scraping your knees over and over and over again, you'll get Denmark.
Yes. Denmark.
Denmark.
Again, can someone please explain me one good thing in Iowa or Arkansas?
And I'm sorry, what?
Alright, see what I mean? Alright, cool.
What do you call a cow at an earthquake?
Well, I mean, I
Milkshake.
pretty much live on a fucking rock, so you're
Cherry's gone insane.
Cherry's like half asleep.
You basically just have to explain every fucking thing you just tell me because I live under a fucking stone. I don't know anything.
Bro, so do I. I'm so. I don't do anything.
I do not go on social media. Discord is like the only form of social media I literally own, and then Twitter, which I only use to follow up with modern news, and even then, it's only one form of modern news. So we're not going to get
used
into
to consider
political.
YouTube a social media thing, but now YouTube is its own thing. I don't know what YouTube is anymore.
YouTube is just.
Here's the thing.
Its own thing.
I have 2 Twitter accounts, but that's because I'm too lazy to delete one. Because I'm too lazy to delete one.
So wait, you're too lazy to delete one, but you made an entirely separate one.
Yeah, it's it has less degenerative tweets on there. I was one of the gross people. I was not as in like thinking sexual shit. No, I mean like, why do I put politics on my Twitter? I want to be funny, not cringe. Now that my first ever Twitter account, I was very cringe on it. I deleted it, and it's still in the corner of my mind, eating away at me.
Oh, don't worry. I still have many things eating in the corner of my mind. Things that I will not get into right.
And I'm probably gonna delete the 2 Twitter accounts I have now and make a whole third one that's separate and way different if I'm gonna continue in the Void Cafe, just in case I put something on there that Twitter deems to be cancelable if we ever get to that point.
Really doubt it.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Guys. Yeah. What's the king of all school supplies?
Pencils.
The fucking the pencil pouch.
No, it's the ruler.
God damn you!
Oh my fucking god.
God damn it. That was good. That was actually good.
That was good. Yeah.
You should also probably go to sleep. I can hear the tiredness.
Yeah, I should also probably go to sleep.
Yeah.
Damn, turkey go.
It's only as being.
Yeah, I mean, I should go to sleep, but that's because I need to go to sleep earlier. It's because one day I kind of just had a breakdown. Kind of just snapped. Yeah.
Well, I mean, are you having fun?
I'm having fun right now, yeah. I'm actually. We didn't even talk about the things we're going to talk about. We'll talk about HoloFest tomorrow. We don't have to do a. I guess it could be like a sub episode of the podcast. Yeah, you going to bed?
Hey guys.
Yeah.
So, have you heard about those 2 guys that stole a calendar? They both got 6 months each.
Cherry, you can't begin to fathom the unyielding desire I have to smash my fucking head against my table right now.
We stole it.
And if I wasn't so fucking wired, I'd probably come up with some witty pun based off of that.
Good thing you didn't.
Very good.
I generally would smash.
We're about to call the podcast, I think.
Yeah, I think we're gonna call the podcast episode there.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thanks for joining us tonight. This has been the Void Cafe. I wish we talked about a bit. Yeah, I wish we talked about a bit more than just what we're gonna be doing. What we're gonna be doing with the podcast, the Void Cafe in general.
This is probably actually nice that we actually had this conversation, partly because it does sort of set the future of the podcast and what we're going to do with this, because we do definitely want this channel to grow into actual something and not just be what it is. I mean,
we have to treat this like a hobby. That's how you can get into things. You have to treat it as a hobby.
If it turns into a job, you suffer from burnout. No one wants to do this.
Yeah, don't treat it as a job from the beginning. Treat it as a hobby.
Treat it as a hobby. If it escalates into a job, treat it as a job. However, you still want to treat that job as a hobby, because that way you feel like you never went to work in your day in your life.
Yes.
Also, I have very good business options.
So about the what was it called again?
Sunny Vegas.
Sunny Vegas?
No. Alright, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, well,
Alright.
yeah, this is not for the Void Cafe. This has been the Void Cafe. My name is Benny Seeker. I always will be. Oh.
Wait.
Dennis versus you.
One last one for me. Okay.
Alright.
One last one. So my neighbor texted me that they just made some synonym buns. So I texted back at them, you mean like grandma used to make? And I haven't heard from them since then.
Like actually, like, or are you referencing a ship?
This is a joke. This is a joke.
God damn it!
Remember, y'all.
Anyway, it's been Void Cafe. My name is Ben Tucker. Nez will always be Nez. I will always be Tucker. I Bandito Tucker will always be Bandito Tucker, or Tucker will always be Tucker. I don't fucking know. Cherry will always be Cherry. I guess Mark's here. He is even in the Void Cafe.
Every special guest for today.
He is the special guest. He is the esteemed guest. Anyway, I love you all. Mwah.
I repeat what I said earlier.
Kill me.
If you hate everyone, you need to eat. If you think everyone hates you, you need to go sleep. Have a good one, y'all.
Yes, anyway, have a good one. If you say goodbye, you're gay. Goodbye.